Alright folks, and welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Donfather and this is hashtag AFL Chair Chat. It's the Hawthorn Hawks versus the West Coast Eagles today, round 15 at the MCG 2019. I tipped West Coast Eagles to win the game. Before I start, I just want to say welcome to Northern Ireland. Yesterday was one of the hottest days of the year. I got fucking sunburnt and now it is a thunderstorm. It's just knocked off my electric, so don't expect any stats in terms of disposals, goals, marks, disposals, goals, etc. Blah de blah de blah, because I can't get it because my internet's been knocked off with the bloody storm, lightning freaking cracking everywhere. But who cares, because I wrote enough notes to give you good enough updates of today's game. Before we start, Nick Nat is back. And yes, he was. Anyway, first quarter finished 21-23 to the West Coast Eagles. Great start. Goals from the Hawks were Luke Bruce, Connor Nash and big man Gunners. Connor Nash's goal was a lovely goal across the body from just inside the 50, I think about 45 metres out, across the body and into the goal. Great goal. And Jack Darlin, he hit 3. He was on fine form today. Great start to the game. I didn't expect Hawthorn to really start just as well as they did, but the West Coast Eagles shown their composure in front of goal, and Darlin in particular with the 3. Going into the second quarter, Jamie Cripps got 2. Flying Ryan, he is, what an absolute little wizard he is. I'm really enjoying watching his stuff. He linked up really well with Rioli today. Fantastic, some fantastic assists in this game, in this first half in particular. He also stabbed one from the boundary, from just inside the boundary. He stabbed it beautifully, a soccer type goal, showing his absolute skill in front of goal. He really does have it all. He's an absolute magician in the air as well. I nickname him Flying Ryan because he just seems to glide and float in the air. An absolute pleasure to watch, as I said. Kennedy and Darlin both combining well on this first half as well. Really big towering figures up top. And Darlin, I mean, he is absolutely frightening in front of goal today. And another player to mention, Hutchin, he went off injured and he had a nice pack on at half time, so I'm not too sure of the extent of that injury. Stay tuned, Eagles fans. I hope it's not too serious, but precautionary measures have been taken and he never featured anymore in the game. One point I want to mention for Hawks fans is Jonathan Siegler was absolutely tremendous today. He made some really vital, important marks in the forward 50, but he was kicking mongrels all over the place, and indeed so were the Hawks in the first half. Some of their kicking was absolutely shocking, really poor in terms of close range efforts you would be expecting them to put away, and if they had kicked some of them, this game was theirs. It really was. A little bit, I know the conditions were wet. They did have the home advantage at the MCG, so the crowd should have been on their side. It should have been pretty much straightforward goal kicks, but they have made an absolute hard work of it. And as I say, Siegler was tremendous today, but some of his kicks were complete mongrels. Mongrel madness everywhere from Siegler. Anyway, into the third, and it couldn't have been a bigger transformation for the Hawks. Warple got 1, Burgoyne got 1. Some great marks, but poor set shots again. But the Hawks have been fantastic, were my notes. Oliver Hanrahan, he got 1. That was his debut, so congratulations for him. He was great. That was a great wee goal. They got it forward to him, and he mustn't have been able to believe his luck. An open target, uncontested, and he just stabbed it home for his first ever goal on his debut. Congratulations. And Isaac Smith got 1, and Luke Shuey, who was absolutely tremendous today, he got 1 for the Eagles. Three-quarter time finished 55-50 to the Hawks, so congratulations. They've managed to get back in the lead, and a game that I thought was starting to become pretty one-sided, and the Eagles had been putting their stamp on it at half-time. It was such a transformation for the Hawks, so congratulations to them for digging deep and finding a little bit of inspiration from somewhere to fight their way back into the fourth quarter. Really good contested quarter. The Hawks took an early advantage. Henderson got one, and Howe got one. Goal scorers for the Eagles, Liam Ryan again, absolutely brilliant wee player. Jack Darlin got 2. He was sensational. He kicked 5 today. And Cripps got 1. Big Crip, I think he hit 3. Did he score 3? Yeah, he got 3 because he got 2 in the second quarter and 1 in the fourth. So he got 5. 4 in the... He got 3 goals. Jack Darlin got 5, in the game today. And Luke Shuey, I had mentioned, had been fantastic today. Loads of tackles. Imposed himself on the Hawks. It did finish. It was a cliffhanger finish. I thought the Hawks had done enough. They were sitting 71-70. There was a behind to draw at level for the Eagles, and then last goal of the game going to Big Cripper, the young man, absolutely brilliant today. He fully deserved to get the winning goal. 77-71 to the Eagles, away day victory at the MCG. They'll be going back over to the West Coast. Delighted with that win. It was hard fought. Good effort in terms of being down to fight your way back in, and so close to winning from the Hawks. They have been pretty poor in form of late, and I do feel sorry for them in a way, because they dug deep and they did fight their way back in, but it just wasn't enough. It's not over until that siren goes, and Cripps stepped up and did my man of the match though, and for 2 reasons. He was back from near enough a year out for injury, but other than that the man Nick Natanui, I can't pronounce his name, Nick Nack, paddy whack, give that man the ball. Absolutely brilliant. Every time the ball was put up in the air, he seemed to get his hand on it. Apologies, as I said, I can't get you the stats for all that because we've had a power cut with the storm. This is Northern Ireland after all. One day sunshine, the next week's rain. Absolutely mental. You can't predict the weather, but he was absolutely sensational. For a man being out, he literally is involved in everything. His upper body strength is frightening. He just uses, just as the ball goes up, just before they both jump, he just kind of leans into the man, knocks him off balance and gets the hand on it. He is absolutely exceptional. He's probably the best I've actually seen at it in the game yet. But he is my man of the match purely because he just imposed himself. He's strong. The hair is cool as any, the Rasta hairdo. But he thoroughly deserves the man of the match. Honestly, guys, if you don't get a chance to see the highlights, take my word for it. Really, really good. Everything that went up, he got his hand to it. As I've said, that's 3 times now I think I've said it, but he really was frightening. And Luke Shea probably would have been another man up there for man of the match as well. Players for the Hawks to mention... it was all their goals came individually. I think Bruce got 1, Nash got 1, Gunners got 1, Burgoyne got 1, Oliver Hanrahan got 1, Isaac Smith got 1, Henderson got 1, Howe got 1. So nobody actually got more than 1 goal, I don't think, from what I've wrote down. It was a team performance. I can't really pick out a best player for them. There was really just Siegler, I think, was probably my man of the match for them because of his presence in and around the forward 50. He made some fantastic marks, but his shooting was terrible today. It really was. He did get a goal as well, didn't he? He did score 1, but his shooting was poor, and I think that was the tail of the tie for the Hawks. If they had kicked a little bit better in front of goal, they would have won that today. It just goes to show you the difference in the two sides. When the West Coast Eagles needed to be ruthless, they were. Darlin had his shooting boots on, Cripps had his shooting boots on, Ryan was sensational, making marks, picking out assists. He's a joy to watch, an absolute pleasure to watch. Him and Rio, they really link up well. But that man, Nick Nat, congratulations. The Donfather's man of the match. It was a good game. Cliffhanger finish. It's a great way to see it end, isn't it? In the balance, you just don't know which way it's going to go. Commiserations to the Hawks. Congratulations to the Eagles. You're going home happy. One note. I know it was wet today, but there wasn't a lot of Hawthorn Hawks fans there, which is quite surprising, being the home side. I know they were sitting higher up in the stadium, but I would like to see the attendance figures today. It's really not good enough. I know that aren't in good form and the weather wasn't great, but this is a Saturday afternoon game. Sort it out, guys. You need to start supporting your club and going to the games. If you can't support them in times of trouble, you can't support them in times of glory either. That's the way I see it. Hawthorn Hawks have been one of the greatest footy clubs in the last 20 to 30 years. They've won so many trophies, but now that they seem to be going for a bit of a bad patch, not really playing some great stuff, where are your fans, guys? Sort it out. Anyway, I'll leave it on that note. Well done to the Eagles. I think they're sitting fourth on the ladder, and deservedly so. They've been really good to watch of late. And thanks very much for tuning in to another hashtag AFL Car Chat. Apologies I can't give you better stats. As I said, it was a power cut here. I'm bringing you this through a bit of a thunderstorm here. There has been a bit of lightning going off as I've been doing it. It isn't distracting that much, but it is a little bit. I'm a little bit annoyed. I did plan on giving a deeper analysis of the game in terms of marks, disposals, goals, behinds, etc. But it is what it is. Thanks again. I am the Donfather. Peace everyone, and goodbye.